I went and bought the Leatherman Arc multi-tool. There's a lot of controversy over this tool, and especially the other one, which is the Obsidian, which I have also coming in. It won't be here for another week, though. And mainly the price. Everybody's totally upset because of this thing costing $230 is what they're upset by. Now, this multi-tool happens to cost 230 bucks. It comes with this nylon case and a stack of bits, but it's missing one or two or something out of the bunch. This case does hold something on the sides, and it does hold, inside your multi-tool. But I've never liked the case from them guys, is that. Slide your belt through it, and I really hate that. I prefer to put it over on my belt, whether it's on or off. So this stuff I'm not going to use. This is the gold right here, okay? These will just go into a drawer for now. So this thing is, this Leatherman Arc is just really amazing. It really is. Now this particular blade is made out of a CPM Magnacut steel, which is a super hard steel. And it's the first time Leatherman has ever done this. Okay? First time. So, that is pretty impressive. And it's got magnets in it. When you pull this thing open, it's just gorgeous. The only thing I wish it had, I wish it was spring-loaded. God, I've always wanted that from Leatherman. I've always wanted it spring-loaded. Now, I have invested in some other things that are slowly coming in. And one thing I invested in, see these two holes? It kind of looks like it's not finished. And that's for the clip, right? On eBay, there's a place where you can order screws off a guy, and you put 2 screws in there, and then it looks complete. Super affordable. I bought 2 sets. I'll put a link in the bottom. You can go get them yourself. Not affiliate. So you can go pick up, because that looks unfinished. That really doesn't look, very finished in that. Now, when I squeeze this, everybody says there's a little hole there. And there is. I'm not sure if you're going to see it if you pull it all the way back. There is a set of these that you can buy on Amazon for like 40 bucks Damascus or $30 for stainless, which is more money. But I'm probably going to pick them up because I want it complete. And, but people are really whining about it being $230, where the Obsidian one that I have coming in was $300. A little bit different, but pretty close to the same. So I went out and bought the set of these. So you have 2 instead of that half of one that came in, right? I also bought this, which is the extension. Is what I picked up. And I also bought this little thing, which I think is awesome. It's a little wrench. Oh, so can you hear that? It literally... Now these bits will fit in here. So that's kind of cool. You can get some reef on that. I have a link to all this stuff. So you guys don't even have to look to find it. I've also picked this up, which is this little guy. And that is for, I got a ratchet system coming in that is strictly designed from a company called 7-Eleven, which I'm going to connect to this, and then I'm going to connect it to my keychain. So basically, it's always there. So this setup is going to go inside a custom leather holster I'm having made. And that's really going to be nice. I'll see if I can throw a video up this corner, that corner, whatever, that you can see how it is. It's going to take 2 or 3 weeks for it to get made. Now, I've always had this one here. And this is not the plus. This is just the Leatherman Wave. Okay? There is a plus out there. And there is a big difference when you open. It really is. I mean, it's a lot more difficult to open and a lot harder than than the Arc. The Arc is just so much smoother, and it feels so good. Now, I see a lot of people taking this, okay, and they don't like the can opener. Now, I don't quite know why they don't like the can opener. I really don't. It kind of has me kind of baffled, okay? Like, people are pulling out this can opener. They're adding a new gadget here so they can run regular bits. And it costs $75. And then you got to take it apart and you void your warranty and you got to put all that on. I'm not sure why they're doing that. Maybe somebody can enlighten me in the comments, because once I pull this out and I add this, okay, well, this takes regular bits now, is what this does. So really, why would somebody want to take that out and do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. So they're losing their can opener. Now, a lot of people say they have no use for a can opener. Man, I use can openers all the time. But I do a lot of backpacking, hiking, and as a prepper, a can opener's gold. Now, to give you an idea, I also went and bought myself this here, which is from Gerber. And this comes with, basically it comes with your can opener, which is actually a much better can opener than this on the Leatherman, the way it's designed. You know? And it does come with a corkscrew, which I like. Very, very important to me. Also comes with, I can get them out. Now, this comes with scissors, can opener, open wine bottles, and this helps you brace it on the bottle and then pop it up. Now, is it the greatest at opening wine? No, of course not. But will it do it? Yes, it will. And I like how thin this is. So why have this and this? Well, this don't have a corkscrew. I wish it did. I even searched the internet high and low to see if anybody made anything, but nobody has. So all you custom guys out there, make a corkscrew, please. So I want a can opener. I want a corkscrew. Now, why? Well, if shit hits the fan and I'm backpacking and working my way to another town looking for food, I come across some canned food, I want to be able to open it. I come across a bottle of wine, I want to be able to open it. And that's just the way it is, and to me that's common sense. But I don't understand, once you put this on, you can take the other bits. So I don't see what the big deal is. Now, everybody does say that, you know, these bits that Leatherman use are very soft, and they are. I've gone through quite a few of them. I mean, the other ones are better. But at the same time, people put together these, they put together these little kits to where they're not just carrying this on their belt, they're actually carrying it inside an actual EDC, an everyday carry setup. And they have all these tiny little tools, you know, which makes working with them a lot easier. But for example, I'll pull one of these out, and you'll notice it goes right in here. Whoops. See? And then, you know, that certainly makes it a lot easier to using it, and allows you to get some reef on it instead of using your tool. So I'm hoping to put this inside my my case that's coming in, but we'll see. But I hear everybody whining. I really do. And when I hear these people whining, I just shake my head. So as I was saying, everybody's complaining about the cost of this. and they're saying, oh, too much money, $230. You know, I don't think it's too much money. The steel they're using on this knife here costs well over $100. And then you got the engineering, then you got the magnets that are inside this thing. I mean, this thing is made like, it's amazing. I don't think anybody's given Leatherman enough credit. And of course, everybody wants to mod and everybody wants to add their own thing, but to me, my opinion, this is the perfect multi-tool for me. Even with the big file they have in there and everything. I love it. I really do. And I find everything very easy to find. You know. Just very, very impressed with the whole thing. You can pocket carry it. I've done that all day today. But I'm just really impressed with this. I can't wait for the Obsidian one to come in so I can compare. The Obsidian one I bought was like $300. And that one's going to be a collector's edition. I'm just going to put that one on the shelf. I'm going to collect it. But this is the one I'm going to use every day. And it doesn't weigh near as much as this does. The weighs way more. I've even got, you know, a Gerber. And everybody in my house has pretty much used these. And look at that. Like, that's what I wish the Leatherman did. I really do. It just saves a lot more work on actually doing what you need. But I've broken Gerbers. They're not as strong as Leatherman's, I'll tell you that right now. And I wouldn't trust a Gerber to beam with me all the time. So yes, Leatherman has the name, but people are saying, well, Leatherman has the competition. You know, you got apparently the patents war out on this, and now China and everybody's reduplicating their work. And Leatherman knows that. And people are like, well, maybe they're taking a risk making. They're not taking a risk. They have the name. And when you got a name, you better be able to stand up to that name. And you better have the best of the best. And that's it. And they do. This Leatherman Arc has the best of the best in it. Now, compared to what you want to believe or anybody else, if you're spending $230 or $300 on a Leatherman, then I don't know why you're whining about price. Go buy one for $60. They do have them. You know. Because a lot of these guys that have bought this, like myself, are going to buy a custom sheath like I've done, which is costing me $100 to get made. They're going to buy the extra tools that, you know, cost money. They're going to add things to it. So they're into more than $230. Depending on how many tools you want to add to this, to how many bits. Like I ordered a special item that goes where the screwdrivers are, and it can use sockets. And now you're carrying sockets. So when you start figuring all this out, you're going to be in $300-400 by the time you get all the little tools to connect and everything else. And you get a nice setup on how you want it. If you're going to carry it on your hip, then okay, fine. But you're still going to need some type of little bag to carry all these other little doodads, right? So they sit back and they complain about this being that price. But then they're buying all this other stuff to go with it. And I see it in their videos. I'm just shaking my head. What the hell? It doesn't make sense. Does a person need the $230 one? No, they don't need it. They can run the friggin' Wave that I got. You know, you can run one of these. There's a difference in the weight. I'll tell you right now. There really is. But when I first got this and I pulled this apart and I went like this, I was like, oh my God. Was that smooth? I was amazed. Compared to this where I'm fighting with it all the time. You know, I was like crazy. I'm also going to show you something else the other guys don't talk about. Now, the type of oil I use on anything of metal or my knives is this stuff here, and I'll have a link to it. And it's made in Japan. This stuff is amazing. Okay? It is pure amazing. It's food grade. You don't have to worry about eating it. And it is so nice. It only takes a couple drops. You really don't need a whole lot of it. I've had this stuff for over 2 years sitting on the shelf. That's it. 2 years. I got some dog hair there. And I've been using this. It's amazing. If you want some really good oil to use on your Leathermans, I'll give you a link to this and you can try it out. You'll never want to use anything else. I guarantee it. Never. But anybody that's got $230 to buy a Leatherman, I not only had $230 to buy one, I had an additional $300 to go buy the Obsidian, and it's coming in this week. So I don't know why people are complaining so bad about it. I really don't. It really makes no sense to me at all. If you got 230 bucks, you got the money to go buy 2 of these with your 20, 30 bucks. You know, you got the money to go buy one of these for 20 bucks or 10 bucks. You got the money to buy what you need to connect it. Now, if it's something you're going to wear on your hip all the time, I mean, it's worth every dime if you wear it all the time. You know, just from playing with it, I've been like, oh my God. My mind is just twisting left, right, and center, looking at the different tools I bought and how I'm going to put all this together and what I'm going to do. Now, most of the time I'm in the house or I'm in the bunker or I'm in my truck. I mean, it's the way it is, right? And if you've never seen my channel before, I'll have a link to where I built a bunker. You can check that out. It'll be at the end. But literally, the basic stuff is going on my hip. I'm hoping I can add this. And the rest is going to go into a pouch that I keep in my truck. I may even double up and buy 2 of these so I can have them, you know, inside my house too. So I've got double going on. But I'm very impressed with this thing. I'm impressed with every tool that's on this. I don't want to change nothing. I did buy, somebody makes an add-on with a magnet with a ferro rod. I'm going to add a ferro rod inside this. Having different ways to make a fire is just really important. But I love this Leatherman Arc. And every video I seen was everybody, can we justify the $230? But yet they have it, right? Look, if you've even thought about buying this, don't think about it. Go buy it. You're going to be impressed with this damn thing. And just the high-end steel that's inside that knife that's in this thing. It's just so cool. I mean, the way this thing cuts, it'll blow your mind away. It really will. I just ended up opening what this was in. It was in one of those, you know, shrink, really hard plastic that you got to fight to get open all the time. I didn't fight with this. I just give it. That was it. It cut right through like butter. I was like, wow. Now that's cool. You know, nothing's stopping that knife. And that's amazing. Now I hand sharpen my knives. I use special stones. I'll link to a video and show you what those stones are. So you can go check that out. But the Magnacut steel that's in that blade is just amazing. And I mean, just look at it. I mean, that look, it has a look that's cool. And all day I've had this clip inside my pants. The whole thing's been in my pants and it's been clipped. And that's on there hard. And the pants I wear are like a nylon pants because I live in Tennessee. And they never came out once. I was keeping an eye on them. I had to run. I had to chase my dog. I mean, there was a couple different things I was doing. And I kept bringing my hand down and grabbing my pocket to see if it was still there. And it was. This thing held nice. It was really in there. So I was quite impressed with it. Now, like I said, these cutters, they have a little hole in them, is what they got. And I don't really like that. Now, there's a pair of cutters you can buy on Amazon, and they're Damascus for 40 bucks and stainless steel for 30. I'm going to pick up the $40 ones and put them on here. I really am. And now I just made it worth more money, didn't I? But unless they bring out something better, I'll probably be living with this Leatherman Arc for a very, very long time. Because I am very, very impressed with it. Very impressed. When I was able to buy the limited edition one, the Obsidian, after searching the internet worldwide, It did cost $300. I was just like so excited. And then when I seen they actually shipped it, I was like, yes, come on, bring it, bring it. And I've never been so excited over a Leatherman. You know, like my Wave, you know, it kicks around, sits in the truck. I carried it a little bit, but not that much. Felt too heavy to me. And but it did sit in my truck but quite a bit, and I did use it quite a bit. But not as much as this one's going to be used. This one's going to live with me. It's going to live with me when I go camping. It's going to live with me when I'm shopping in the store. It's going to live with me when I'm doing anything. So, and every tool this thing has, I wanted. So hats off to Leatherman. And I hope more of you guys think this is too much money because you're not understanding the marketing behind Leatherman. Since the patents went out of this Wave, and now you got Bilkey and all these other China companies trying to duplicate them for $50, not even using the same quality steel, not even using the same type of warranty that everybody wants to yap about. I mean, Leatherman's got a great warranty. You can't beat that. You know, this thing breaks, they're going to take care of me. And I like products that have warranties. The other thing about this Leatherman Arc I love to death is, I'm not sure if you can see this, but it says made in USA. If you can see that there, that's what it says. And it's listed on different parts on here. A product to have made in USA has to have 70% of that item made in USA. So that blade is made in USA. Okay, different parts on this have made in USA. So those parts are made here in the USA. That's a big selling point for me. A really big selling point. And I hope Leatherman keeps this up. I hope they come out with the next Leatherman tool that's $500. That's made amazing and better and stronger and new and just new innovations. And that's all there is to it. I don't want no $50 cheap China knockoff, you know, and those guys to sit back and say, look at this. No. I want good stuff. And that's it. And this Leatherman Arc, and I'm not a fanboy. I barely use this half the time. You know, I spent probably 3 days watching videos on this thing. Over and over and over. Most of them talking about the same shit over? No. If you thought about buying this Leatherman Arc, stop listening to everybody. Go buy it. Okay? Go do that first. And as soon as you get it and you do this, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's so easy to open. What happened there? That's those magnets. You know? That's magic. When you see how easy that is, and everybody wants to get fancy, right? Now I want to take this, and now I want to go like this, and move it around. I can't do it. Why try this? Oh. You know, I'm not no young man. But I really, really like this. You know, I buy a lot of things, and boy, oh boy. Anybody putting this down because of price, as soon as somebody does, that means they need a new job. Go buy this. You won't regret it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.